Hey, aloha, I'm Mark J. here in my backyard at sunset. Just love living here in Kauai. And boy, I can turn the clock back to the mid-90s. And I gotta tell you, network marketing was anything but this. It was a pride-swallowing siege on a daily basis. You know, the objections that people had, the stalling at the close. Now, recently, we ran a survey and asked you, what are your biggest concerns? And interestingly enough, you know, last week we did a webcast on how to leverage events, and we're gonna do the same thing on objections. I have not answered an objection since 1999, and you won't have to either. I'm gonna show you how the prospect is not really telling you what the real objection is, how to get them to bring the objection up, the real one, how to answer their own objection, how to enroll themselves, and thank you for it. You know, I've been over the internet a lot lately. People said, oh, you got to look at this, you got to look at that about objections and posture. You're going to pump yourself up. What a bunch of bullshit. I've never read so much crap in my life. The takeaway, the pushback. I mean, talk about nonsense. What do they call it, honey? My wife here, the fabulous Davey, Neurolinguistic programming. Oh, give me a break, okay? So free webcast, meaning free to register, free at the webcast, and free afterwards. In other words, nothing for sale. I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of that hustle where people tell you they're going to do a free webcast and they try to sell you something. So share this with your team if you want two things. One, if you want to never have to deal with an objection again. And two, if you want your teammates to never have to deal with an objection. You know, the stalling, I got to think it over, I have to talk to my wife, blah, blah, blah. So we took that survey. And that was a big concern of yours, and we saw inside that concern was both objections and closing. We're going to cover both of those for you. And again, nothing for sale before, during, or after. Now, there's a link down below that you can click to get on that webcast. And by the way, just like the one we did last week, one-time shot. We'll post it for 24 hours if you can't get on the live one. That's it. It's coming down. And there's a reason for that. We'll explain it on the webcast, so be there. But here's the main thing that I want to share with you. When I've been on webcasts, a lot of times it's blah, 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 pitch fest. There's nothing to pitch here. We want to thank you for supporting the world's laziest networker. We want to thank you for spreading the word about it. And we want to thank you for pushing our YouTube video views over 300,000. It's really, really cool. So mahalo, we want to thank you for that. But when you click that to register, I want you to notice below the registration link, you're going to see another link. We're going to give you a PDF format because I go really fast. It's content, content, content. Exactly what to do, exactly what to say. And this way here, you'll have this nice 4 to 6 page document in front of you, depending on how you print it out, so that you can sit back and absorb, and then you'll have that strategy in writing to share with your team. We'll leave you enough room for notes. You're going to love the document. You're going to love the webcast. And you're really going to love it when your teammates aren't having to deal with objections anymore and they're enrolling people. So share this with them. Like I said, read my lips. There won't be anything for sale on the webcast. Don't have to deal with objections. Now, you don't have an objection to that, do you? Forget about it. We're going to blow that out of the water. Register now, share it with your team, and leave a comment or question down below that you'd like handled in that. Peace be the journey. And again, thanks for supporting the site.